Hello and welcome to episode 9 of Gridiron Entertainment, the official podcast where we talk about football and football only. I'm Omar.
And I'm Mo.
And today we have a jam-packed show full of college football news. First off, we're going to talk about Les Miles and what's been going on with him at Kansas and the supposedly allegations at LSU. We're going to deep dive into that and talk and give our thoughts on the situation. We're going to talk about ESPN putting on Instagram the top 10 most exciting college football players of all time. Me and Mel are going to break that down and give our thoughts on the list. We're going to talk about Big Kat, who reunites with a familiar face. We're going to talk about what this move means to Big Kat and how we think he'll do in his new home. And then we're going to talk about the list of rumored teams that will not be in the next college football game. We're going to break that down. We're going to talk about what we think the teams. We're going to talk about how we feel about it. And thankfully, not one of them is Auburn, so that's a great sign.
Yes.
We're going to give our predictions on how Bo Nix will do this year. We're also going to give our thoughts on how he's been so far as Auburn's starter. Then we're going to talk about the most underrated team going into the Pac-12 this season. And we're going to end off the show with our 2021 predictions for the Georgia Bulldogs. Mo, how are you doing, man?
Bro, I'm feeling great, man. It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday.
Thank God it's Friday. Yes, sir.
Wait, yeah. You announce it.
All right. Before we start, I just want to say we're officially on Spotify. We are done with the whole we're going to do it. We finally actually did do it. We got our show on Spotify. There's 2 Gridiron Entertainment shows, but the one that we have has all the episodes on it. So listening there would be great. I think for now, like, this is amazing that we don't have to put the YouTube link there. We're still going to have it on YouTube, but the Spotify, just easier to listen, just being on the road. It's just so much easier and you can download it. So that's great. We're working on
link is in the description.
Yes, sir. Link is in the description. But for now, we're going to get started with our college football news of the week. All right, Mo, let's start off with the first business, pretty much what's going on with Les Miles. Surprisingly to me, I didn't know that he did this in 2013. Apparently, former LSU athletic director Joe Alleva recommended in 2013 that Les Miles be fired as head coach of the football program after accusations of inappropriate behavior with female student workers. And currently, he's on administrative leave at Kansas. So, Mo, what do you think about all this has been going on? And finally, after 8 years, this news broke.
I mean, I find it kind of weird how 8 years later you decide to bring that topic up long gone or long after he was the LSU head coach. I kind of find that odd. But I mean, man, I don't know why. It's just, why do so many coaches get involved with sexual allegations? I don't get it. So many coaches.
It's not a great sign, to be honest with you.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't like how the heads of the department, the boosters, all kind of put this story to rest, because it's not like LSU. I mean, LSU was kind of decent in 2013 until Les Miles got fired in 2016. It's not like that they were bad, but they were championship contenders.
LSU were always good, before he got fired, or the year before he got fired.
I mean, they were bringing in top recruiting classes every year. I mean, they weren't falling off, and they were always head-to-head with Alabama. But, I see this is not good from the standpoint of the LSU boosters and the heads of the university, because they just kept the guy there so that because they were doing well. It's not like they were doing bad. So they were just trying to be like, oh, you know what, we'll just hide this. We'll put it under the rug and no one will talk about it. And then when this AD said he recommended firing him, I don't know why they waited until then. To me, I don't care how good you are. If I have to suffer the consequences of letting you go because of something you did, like this, for example, I don't mind it, but it's a shame that it took this long for this news to come out. And for those female student workers that have been through that and have been waiting for the past 8 years.
Well, I mean, it's not confirmed, but
yeah, it's not confirmed.
Innocent until proven guilty.
True. But I'm just saying, why wait till now? Why wait until now, 2021, 8 years later, for the story to break?
Do you think it's because LSU were doing so good that they didn't want to talk about it because like it would get Les Miles in trouble? Do you think that's the reason?
That's pretty much the reason. I mean, this happens all the time. This is not a surprise. Like this happens. So even like it happens to athletes too. They get involved with a woman and they pay the woman off like somehow, you know?
Man, but like when if you're a school and you get involved with a huge scandal, like you're not gonna win. You're not gonna win anything. Like honestly, for that, like for at least like 3 or 4 years, you're not gonna win anything. You're not gonna recruit good. You're not gonna win any games. Like we saw that with Penn State, Jerry Sandusky. What happened? What happened after that? How bad did they do?
Yeah,
Like
everyone was just scared.
exactly. I mean, I would never want to go to Penn State after that. Never.
Oh, me neither. After like, and when you're thinking about it, like the 2012, imagine the 2012 class, how they felt when they signed on, like they signed on. But I mean, I'm pretty sure they got out of their letters of intent after the news broke. But
Well, they
still,
better. They bet that's like a good excuse to get out.
for you to stay at Penn State during that time, like I don't know how they like those athletes did it, but I mean, kudos to you. But for me, if I had bowl bands, like you can't compete for championships. What's the point of going to a school where you can't compete for like winning a natty? Like, what's the point?
And we saw what Baylor with Sean Oakman. Like we saw that.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
we saw
they did
that.
so like they were doing so good. Like 2015, 2014, 2016. They were so good. And then what happened after all that? They did terrible.
Exactly, exactly. And that's what happens to universities. Is they just kind of fall off. They just drift off, and they don't usually recover as well. It takes them a long time to get back to where they were.
Also,
So
like I feel bad for Sean Oakman, man. Man. False rape accusations. They ruin careers.
true, true. It's very unfortunate what
I mean,
happened to
at least
him.
he's with the XFL. Did you hear?
Yeah, yeah, I'm happy. I mean, at least he's still playing. Maybe he can get back to the NFL. But what do you think is going to happen to Les now? Do you think he'll actually, after this administrative leave, he'll be fired, or do you think they'll find a way to
I think
keep his job? He'll find a way to keep his job.
I mean, if you see like how he's doing with Kansas now, they have not been doing good at all. But like, and also, I feel like they're gonna fire him either way. Like, if he innocent, they're still gonna fire him. If he's guilty, they're gonna fire him. Like, I
Yeah,
feel just, I don't think he's gonna keep a job, man. With Kansas, like, do you see how they're doing the past 3 years or 4 years he's been head coach?
yeah. My prediction was going to be if Kansas didn't make a bowl game, I thought they were just going to fire him after this year. To be honest with you.
I mean, I guess Kansas. Like, no one goes to Kansas. They're terrible. They have been terrible for like 14 years.
Yeah, it's been a while since they've been good, but I can see him getting fired too. Even if he's proven innocent, I think that he's gonna get fired regardless.
Yeah.
So let's move on to our next topic. We're gonna talk about the most exciting players in college football. ESPN on Instagram today put out a list of the most exciting college football players of all time. I'll read them off. We got Jabril Peppers at 10, Michael Vick at 9, Peter Wark at 8, Braxton Miller at 7, Lamar Jackson at 6, Johnny Football at 5, CMC at 4, Saquon Barkley at 3, Tavon Austin at 2, and Reggie Bush at 1. I'll just say this right now: Reggie Bush at 1 is
Perfect.
yeah,
He's oh my god. Yes, he's the most entertaining player of all time. College football
absolutely.
player.
He's so great. Johnny Football was so good too.
No, he's top three. He's top three.
So who would you put in your top three?
Okay, so I put one Bush,
Okay.
two Manziel, three. I'll keep McCaffrey. He was amazing. I'll keep McCaffrey.
Okay, because it's Reggie 1, Tavon 2, Saquon 3.
Oh, Saquon. Now Saquon three. Saquon three.
Okay, so Reggie, Johnny, and Saquon.
Yeah.
It's not bad actually. It's
I
not
mean,
bad.
like I only got to watch two of them, but
Yeah, you never really got to watch Reggie Bush,
he
and I
played
mean,
before I was born, so
yeah, you watched. I mean, I know you watched Vic's highlights, but I mean, you never really watched him when he was at
dude,
Virginia Tech.
Vic is like the only player. Like he's like that one player. I wish that I actually like I watched football. Like I was born when he played in his prime.
Yeah. What do you think about players kind of left off? I'm thinking more like the Barry Sanders, uh,
Cam was entertaining.
Bo Jackson. I mean, I know we didn't watch them play, but we saw how, we saw those highlights of how great they were.
I
But
was thinking Joe Burrow.
yeah, Joe Burrow was great. I just don't know. So I don't know Peter Warwick. I know that's a bad thing, but I don't know who that is.
Who did he play for?
Florida State.
What year?
I don't know.
Tim Tebow.
Yeah, Tim Tebow was fun to watch. You just gotta love the heart. So I mean, I like Reggie at 1. I like Johnny at 2.
Dude, Reggie Bush, he wasn't called the human highlight reel for nothing.
Exactly. He was so great. So yeah, like for my top 3, Reggie Bush, Johnny, Saquon, or you can flip Saquon and Johnny. I think it varies, but yeah. And then I probably put CMC 4 and Lamar 5. But wait, where do I put Tavon? I probably put Tavon 5. Never mind. I'll put him over Lamar. Tavon's top 5.
I never really watched Tavon.
He had sick highlights. If you ever have a chance to watch, go watch his West Virginia highlights. He was a human highlight reel as well. So,
dang.
But yeah, like interesting list. I'm okay with what they put in the top 5 because they're really.
At least it wasn't as bad as the QB's one.
The QB's one was something that I hate to talk about because it wasn't that good. I hated how they put Menzel at 13 to this day and Baker at 1. Yeah, I hated it. So that's the list. Very exciting list to see actually. Like I like this. Let's move on talking about former Auburn player, our guy Mo, or used to be our guy, Big Kat Bryant, reunites with a familiar face. He's reuniting with Gus Malzahn at UCF. What do you think about this move? Are you surprised? Because I think we were talking about this last week, and we even said we wouldn't be surprised if he went to UCF.
All right, here's the thing. I'm not surprised, but it's a bad move. Because if he wants to make it to the NFL, why would you not stay at an SEC school who's for the most part consistent? But you go to UCF, who they're not as big as a school. They just got a new coach. Like I get he likes Gus and wants to play for him again, but like I'd rather stay at Auburn where they have a way better football program than UCF.
Yeah, me too. I mean, like I told you, it didn't really matter to me if he came back or not. I just would have liked it if he came back for depth.
Yeah.
That's it. And also he would probably be the oldest one on the line when it comes to like experience and he's been there for a while. So the experience there would have been great just to teach the young guys. But
he's so overrated. Like when he came back, everyone was hyping him up. Like everyone thought, oh, he's gonna be the best D-line in SEC, and then he had such a bad season.
I thought that 2019 would have been kind of a breakout year, but we had Derek Brown, and
I feel like he was just overshadowed by Derek Brown and Marlon Davidson, like his entire career.
Yeah, me too. I thought 2020 he would take the next step, but sadly he didn't.
Yeah, but I'm not like mad that he left. Like, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I mean, I guess he'll get more playing time at UCF now, exposure-wise. I don't know, but Gus knows a lot of NFL coaches, so I'm pretty sure he can find a way to get him drafted after this year.
You see, like Gus, he's getting like a lot of former Auburn players. He got Craig Myers.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that. What do you think about him getting like these former Auburn players to join his staff?
I mean, I find it like, I'm not surprised, but like I kind of am. Like it's confusing. Like, part of me, like, I'm shocked because, like, why would you not stay at Auburn? Why would you go to a small school like UCF? But then on the other hand, like, oh, it's Gus. Like, they like him. They like his style. Like, obviously, they're going to play for him. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I also like how Harsin didn't bring every Auburn guy back. He only brought a few, which is good. As much as I like the Auburn, like having like Auburn coaches on the team, like it's cool. But sometimes it's just a bit much, like Cody Burns there. Our receivers kind of had to learn on their own. It's not like Seth Williams would have to play for like ball to ball. If we actually had a good receivers coach who could develop them, they would have been 100 times better. Like Seth Williams could have been a first round pick.
I mean, who's our receiving coach now?
It's somebody else. I forgot his name, but I
He
mean
wasn't an Auburn player.
no, he wasn't. He wasn't.
I
Give
mean, like
me
I like Cadillac and Zach Etheridge.
his name is Cornelius Williams. He used to. Oh
Yeah, he
yeah,
was an Auburn player.
yeah. He was
He was good.
he was at Troy. I think he's good.
Yeah,
I think he's good. Cornelius Williams. Didn't he play for like Hoover or didn't he coach at Hoover High?
I think.
I thought he coached at Hoover High or
I'm
like
pretty, did he play that for Auburn? Didn't he?
he no, he didn't play for Auburn. He played for Troy.
Oh,
Yeah, he played for Troy. I like it. I like it. I just think Cody had to leave, man.
yeah. He's a good recruiter, but he just can't develop.
Like Seth Williams and Anthony Schwartz are amazing, but they weren't. I feel like they didn't live up. Like Seth Williams did.
They're so misused.
Seth Williams did. Like Seth Williams
Yeah.
was good. I don't. But like Anthony Schwartz, I knew he could have been better. It's not his fault. I just think that it was more coaching. Like I know
he was so misused.
I know that he liked Gus a lot, but I just think that his development over the years at Auburn weren't that great. So I don't know. So I don't know what's going to happen to him going forward, but I really do hope Cornelius Williams comes in and he actually develops these receivers because we do have a lot of good young wide receivers, but
Yeah,
I just want to see them develop and actually progress. And they actually have good. The OC puts them in good situations with the routes and utilizes them right. You know.
Yeah.
But Big Kat at Auburn, I mean at UCF, it's good. I think it's a good move for him. I will say exposure wise, it's not, but playing wise, he's going to get a lot of playing time.
Yeah, who knows? He could play lights out.
Exactly, he could play lights out. Maybe he could be a second or third round pick because I don't think he's that. Like I don't think he'll drop to like the 5th or 6th round.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens with Big Kat, but we wish him the best of luck. You know, former Auburn guy, but we hope he does well at UCF. All right. Next, we're going to talk about the list of rumored teams that might not be in the new college football game. Here are the teams so far that might not be. It's not official, but they might not be. We got Air Force, Arizona State, Army, Clemson, Georgia State, Kentucky, Navy, Pitt, Troy, and USC. I see like 2 big teams here.
Clemson is the one that shocks me the most.
Yeah, that one.
They're in the Madden story mode.
Yeah, I'm surprised that if they were in the college football, if they were in Madden, how would they not be in the new college football game? Like,
yeah, that's what I don't know why. That's so confusing.
I'm not surprised about USC because they have the whole they want to pay the players.
Oh, the California, yeah.
They want to pay the players. So I don't see I'm not surprised as to why they're not in it. But what do you think, Mo? Do you actually think that these teams might not be in the game? I think some of them will be. But maybe like a few of them, like I can see maybe like Army and Air Force not being in the game. To be honest,
I think Clemson is going to be in the game. I feel like like you said, I feel like the smaller schools aren't going to be in the game, which is fine. I mean, we could just use Team Builder, just make custom rosters. It's not a big deal. But like, I don't know why. It's like I feel it's so weird. Like a team like not wanting to be in a game.
Yeah, I think. Like EA can pay them, like right? Doesn't EA have to pay for their rights anyway?
Yeah, they have the license for them.
Yeah, exactly. I don't understand why they would be mad about not being in the game. If EA pays you, just be in the game. I don't get it. But
those are like the only like realistic like the rosters are gonna be fake. They're gonna be fake players.
They're gonna be generic anyway. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But I'm not really like it doesn't matter to me. Like some dedicated Arizona State fan, let's say they won't be in the game, right? Some fans will make a T builder and make it look like Arizona State.
I mean, like, and they said like 14 people made like Appalachian State, North Dakota State. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, and did you also hear that FCS schools might be added into the game?
I actually would like that.
Dude, I find that sick. Imagine you do a dynasty with an FCS school and you bump them up to a
Division 1,
yeah.
1AA school. Yeah, I know. I want to see. I actually would want to do that.
Yeah.
For Dynasty, if you just winning, you should be able to move up to Power 5 school. Like you can be independent.
North Dakota State should be a D1 school right now.
Yeah, imagine if you can be a D1 school with North Dakota State. You know how cool that would be?
For real.
That would be sick.
That'd be like a sick online dynasty, just all D2 schools.
That would actually be very fun. It'll be very interesting to see. Like I would love to do that. I love the challenge of playing with a D2 school and seeing what I can do.
You're gonna have like worse players.
You could have players that want to transfer to like a D1 school and you have to convince them to stay.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be difficult.
The potential
It's through the roof. So I hope that the developers of this game, of the new game, are listening. And I hope that whoever made College Football Revamped is also on the staff because he deserves to be. The staff of College Football Revamped deserves it.
Dude, the College Football Revamped staff are goated. They are goats. They added turf tape. To NCAA 14.
So they better be developing the next game, EA.
It's only like 20 people too. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Do that and bring the old team back who made NCAA 14 and get rid of the stupid gameplay, the frostbite. Yeah. It doesn't work for football games.
Go back to Infinity Engine.
Yeah, just go back to that. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. Madden, it doesn't work. Like if you had the old engine in Madden, it would have been better.
For real. So,
we hope to see that happen, to be honest with you. But with the list of teams,
every NCAA, they could just make the same gameplay and I wouldn't care. Honestly,
you know what? With NCAA 14, they should have just updated it every year.
For real, I mean that's what they should do with every football game. Like Madden, they should just stick to one game and just constantly update it.
They want the money. That's why they don't. They don't.
Yeah,
do it.
Exactly.
I mean, if I had to pay like $10 every year for like an update, I wouldn't really care.
That's kind of weird though. $10 for an update.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I'd let EA get their money, but still, like for the game to stay the same, if it's good, why would I want to change the gameplay? If I have to pay a little bit more just for the game to update, like why not?
Yeah, for real.
Like to add new game modes and stuff. Yeah, like why would I not want that? So we'll see with that and with the list of rumored teams. Let's see if they're actually going to be in the game or not. I'm not really sure. Mo isn't, but it would be great if all of them were in it because the more teams, the better.
For real.
Let's move on to talking about Auburn quarterback Bo Nix. Mo.
Why did you say that? Like
Mo, look. Okay. I'm very disappointed. Okay, like 2019. Okay, he started.
Okay, here's the thing. Okay. Bo Nix. All right, 5-star. He does really good in high school, or we thought. And then he commits to Auburn, where his dad played. Everyone gets hyped. He's a 5-star.
Yes.
And then 2019 comes around, August. Who's going to be the starting QB? Joey Gatewood or Bo Nix? Bo Nix gets the starting job. He plays against Oregon. He starts really bad. And then he has, probably one of the most anxious drives I think I've ever seen as a football fan. And then he wins. He beats Auburn or Oregon. Then he plays, kind of good until Florida, then he does terrible. Then we lose against Georgia at LSU, then we beat Bama. That's 2019. And then 2020, sophomore. Everyone expects him to have a huge jump. And what happened? He does terrible. My God. He just runs around like an idiot. Doesn't know what he's doing. He can't throw. God.
Do you see why my moods changed okay? Here's Bo Nix, right? Top recruit out of the 2019 class. All right. He comes into Auburn, and to be honest with you, I was okay with him starting first. I was like, hey, you know what? To me, I would have done this. I would have switched out Nix and Gatewood every drive. Just to see what I'm feeling. And I hate playing quarterback roulette, but when you have two freshmen, you kind of have to. Or a redshirt freshman and Joey. But you kind of have to play quarterback roulette.
You can't really tell who's the best QB during spring practice and fall.
No, you can't. You have to see how they play in game. So I'll say this. When the LSU game happened and Gus yanked Joey Gatewood, that was pretty much the end. And he was going to leave. But I'll say this. Joey Gatewood should have at least gotten a chance during those games where they played against teams that weren't great. He should have at least played. And
he barely played. That's
the thing. So I can't really make an evaluation of how Joey Gatewood did at Auburn. And I hope he does well because minicam, first off. I just thought about I was so excited, we got minicam. This is great. We're going back. we're going. That's how I felt. And then, oh no, Bo Nix starts, and
Dude,
then
do you know how like drastic the season would have changed if Joey Gatewood got the job?
do you think we would have been profusively better or profusively worse?
You can't really tell.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I just think that Bo Nix kind of wasted the Auburn defense in 2019. Like, I know we had a championship caliber defense. If we actually had a quarterback that was.
I mean, he didn't play terrible.
No, I'm not saying he played bad, but I mean, if we just played a little bit better, we would have beaten Georgia.
Yeah.
We would have beaten LSU. We could have been undefeated. We could have lost. We could have won every single game because our defense was so good.
For real.
So,
but here's the thing. Here's the thing about Bo Nix.
All right.
I feel like he still has a ton of potential. It's just not being executed. Like, I feel like I'm hopefully saying this. I feel like if he gets the right coaches, he could be really, really good. Maybe he'll do a Jason Campbell. He plays really, like, doesn't play good his first 3 years, then boom, his senior year, he plays amazing.
That's what I think too. I think with Harsin there should be a little bit more development. Chad Morris isn't there anymore. The offensive line should be better. The offensive line has been bad for Bo Nix for the past 2 years.
Yeah.
Do I kind of blame him? No, not really. I kind of don't blame him. But
oh, yeah, by the way, speaking of the O-line, how the crap did we not fire our O-line's coach like those 3 years?
I don't even know.
He still have a job. He is so bad.
Yeah. My God. I'm just glad that we have new guys in. It just makes me feel more optimistic about the season.
And we're getting O-line recruits.
But I'll say this, like, I agree with you. Like, okay, 2019 Bo Nix first year. I'm like, okay, you know what? Fine. Year one it's growing pains. Let's get through it. Maybe next year we'll actually make some progress. Year two, Chad Morris comes in, pandemic hits, we go 6-4. We lose games that we should have won. It's just we didn't want to play. And Bo Nix just does the same thing. He runs around in circles and just lobs it up and just throws a prayer. It's like, dude.
Like when I watch him play, like I know he's not confident. I know he's scared. That's the thing. He needs to be confident. He's just not.
He's not. No, he's not confident. And I think the offensive line being bad also plays. But we had great weapons last year.
Yeah.
We had so many good.
We had Tank. Players. We have Schwartz.
Seth. Like Eli Stove. Like we had so many great players. I just want to say this, Bo Nix, I think that this year, I always say that, he's going to get better. Like, I thought he was going to get better and he didn't. He will get better this year. It's just how much better will he get?
For real.
Do you think?
Will he play like that 5-star potential or will he just keep being sophomore really bad?
Those 3 picks against South Carolina, bad.
Yeah. How do you throw 3 picks against South Carolina?
How do we lose to South Carolina?
Yeah, like 2 weeks later, they fired Blue Muschamp.
I know, it makes no sense.
And they haven't beat Auburn since like World War II.
I know. It took them like over 100 years, about 100 years to beat us. So I'm gonna say this right now. Like Bo Nix has not played to that potential. Like I know you said he has a lot of potential. I know he has a ton of potential to be great. Maybe if the offensive line was better, it would have been great. Maybe if the play calling was better, he would have been, a lot better. But I don't know. Like the clock is ticking. I feel like this is the last year.
We're getting QBs. Like, yeah, he's running out of time.
This is his last chance right now.
Look who we have on the bench. We got Demetrius Davis.
And we're getting a bunch of quarterbacks that are signing. And I just hope this new QB coach that comes in does a great job. And the new OC actually draws up some great plays. And the offensive line coach actually coaches them the block. It's mostly last year was both the offense and defense. They were both problems. But it's mostly been the offense that's been the problem. I don't understand. Like, it's just 2015, it was awful. 2016, it was just meh. It was still bad. But I feel like we wasted a lot. Like we wasted Jared Stidham's potential and like we wasted him. Like I know he had a great 2017, but 2018 should have been.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Jared Stidham, did you know that Lamar Jackson wanted to go to Auburn, but he wasn't offered a scholarship?
And we picked Tyler Queen.
Yeah, dude. Imagine if we had Lamar Jackson with that 2017 that team.
I know. It would have been crazy. It would have been crazy with Lamar. I wish we did get him. I don't know why Gus didn't offer, but let's talk about how we think Bo Nix will do this year. Look, 2021 is the year where Bo Nix has to prove himself to be the guy at
This is his
Auburn.
last chance.
First off, he looks like a likable guy. He looks like he's likable. He wants to succeed, but I just feel like he doesn't have the right tools around him. He doesn't have the right coaches, and that's why I think with Harsin there and the new coaches there, I think Bo Nix will develop and actually he'll play better. Will he keep his job? I don't know, but this is pretty much make or break for Bo Nix.
I want him to know that he can lose his job at any given moment. I want him to know that. I want that to be his motivation. Because the thing with like 2019, 2020, like we knew how, like no matter how bad he'd play, you still be the starting QB. Like it didn't matter. That's why like he needs to know, okay, we have some QBs. All right. If you play bad, you're getting benched. End of the story. All right. Play good, you keep your job. Play bad, you lose it. Like that, he needs to know that. I hope Harsin tells him that.
I hope so too. I really do, and I really hope Bo Nix can develop. We hate on Bo Nix, but we just want Auburn to be good. We're kind of just tired of we're bringing in these guys, and I just want to see an Auburn quarterback that we don't get from the transfer portal do great. We don't want to just see an Auburn quarterback fail constantly. So we hope that Bo Nix can pick up the pace, and if he doesn't, then next man up. Exactly what they say.
Yeah.
So let's move on to our next topic. We're going to talk about the Pac-12 for a bit. We're going to talk. So the Pac-12 was really in a weird situation last year because they said they were going to cancel the season, but then when they saw everybody else play, they kind of brought it back. So they played about 8 games, but they also some games got canceled due to the pandemic. So I want to ask you, Mo, who do you think is the most underrated team? Who is your most underrated team going into 2021 from the Pac-12?
I got Arizona State, honestly.
Okay. Well, what makes you say Arizona State?
Like, okay, I know they played bad last year, but I feel like they have really good. They have a lot of talent on that team, and I feel like this year they're gonna like we saw how they played in 2019. They played really good. They beat Oregon. They ruined their playoff chances. Their QB is really good. Like we know how like we know that the sky's the limit for them, but also the ground is the limit for them as well. So I feel like it's either boom or bust. If they do good, if they do good, it won't be surprising. If they do bad, it won't be surprising. Like,
yeah. I hear about the guy named Jaden Daniels, their quarterback. He's
a beast.
He's really good. I hope he can take the next step in 2021 because people are hoping that he does. Now, they did deal with a lot of COVID outbreaks, but I think that Arizona State, if they can get some great quarterback play, they could play spoiler in the Pac-12.
Didn't they only play like 3 games last year or 4 games?
They barely played any games. I think they played about 4.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see how Arizona State does. I got Utah as my team. I always feel like Utah is kind of that team where they do really good and they kind of like fall off, but they also do get a lot of upsets. Now, I will say this, they did have a lot of COVID delays. Like a lot of their games got postponed.
2019, they did pretty good.
Yeah, they did really good. They have a really good defense. They run the ball really, really well.
So they run an option?
No.
I see that they run a lot of options.
So Jake Bentley is not there anymore. That South Carolina guy that was there, he's not there anymore. So they got a couple of transfers from Baylor and Texas. If they can just get good quarterback play, they could win the Pac-12 South. I'll say that right now. Ooh. And hopefully, with COVID, like I said, like there's not a lot of outbreaks, and we want to see a full season with no postponements. So prayers up. Actually, I kind of want to add in some news right now after this. So we're done with this topic about the Pac-12. Mo, did you know that some teams in the South actually want to go full capacity in 2021?
Yeah, I did hear about that. I heard Auburn, they might actually go have full fans.
Okay, so I don't know how this would work. Okay, there's no mask mandate in April. Like in Alabama, the mask mandate in April is done, right?
Yeah.
So what do they do with full fans? You know how many COVID outbreaks? Like I know that it's gonna be in September, but people are still gonna get sick.
I feel like by the time that happens, more people are gonna be vaccinated. But I feel like there's still gonna be a lot of COVID cases. And like I think how it's gonna work, I feel like you have to sign like a waiver or something
Yeah.
that like, and I feel like you still have to wear masks. Where like you have to sign a waiver. Is like if you get COVID, it's not our fault. Like it's your choice to come here. Cause and like I feel like you shouldn't be forced. Like I feel like it's like if you want to go, go. If you don't go. That's the thing.
Yeah, I agree with that. But
I
from
heard
like
like most of the SEC teams are having full capacity.
I'm not surprised with our conference,
It's
our
the
favorite
South.
conference. It's the South. Okay, let me ask you: would you go to an Auburn game this year?
Man, I don't know, bro. I want to go to an Auburn game.
Me too.
So I just miss the atmosphere of Jordan Hare. It's
I
so
miss going to
sick.
Auburn. I love Auburn. I miss going there.
Especially night games.
I know. I want to go to a night game, like a 6 p.m. game. Those games are the
Yeah.
best. So I don't know if I would want to go to the game either. I'm kind of worried. It just depends on how many people get vaccinated and what the rules will be. Okay, so you're gonna have full fans, but what are the rules? Like, do you have to wear a mask when you walk in? Do you have to show a paper that you took the vaccine twice, that you got 2 doses? Because I'm not trying to get political here, but Joe Biden did say that by March, the end of May, they should have enough doses for everybody. So if everyone gets vaccinated by May, can we actually have a full, can we have full stadium capacities by September?
I mean, I
I,
hope so. Like, I miss full fans.
I was gonna say like the first game that will be full capacity, like ever in football, will either be like the national championship or the Super Bowl, something like
You
that,
don't think
some
it's
big
gonna be
event.
like an opener?
Now I don't know. I'm kind of too. I mean, I like to be optimistic, but I really don't know. I kind of don't have the answers right now. I just want to see what happens in the next few months. I guess you can ask me this when we get to like July, August. I'll kind of have my mind made up. But for me right now, I don't think it's a good idea to have full stadium capacity. I'm as much as the universities want to make their money back because they lost a lot of money during COVID with less season tickets and a lot of small businesses not doing so great. I see why they want to do it, but I just think right now it's not a good time. I would say, like I told you in a few other episodes, like in previous episodes, that 2022 will be the year where there'll be full stadium, like capacity fans. Like I don't think it's 2021. And if you want to go to a game, great. But for me, I'll probably wait until next year.
I mean, like, dude, the day that there will be full fans, it's gonna be so weird just seeing full fans again.
It's gonna be so weird seeing full fans during a pandemic, and then you realize, oh, they're probably gonna catch COVID. Now, I think that with the vaccine, like the people will can, I think COVID will still be around, but I think the symptoms will be like they won't be more, I guess, frightening. There won't be like loss of taste and loss of smell.
I can only
So
hope.
we can only hope. So, like to be optimistic, and we really do hope that we do have full stadium capacity fans when the US is COVID free. So yeah,
If that ever happens.
I know, right? When this world is COVID free again, everybody's gonna be traveling. It's gonna be
For
crazy.
real.
All right. Let's get into our predictions for a team that me and Mo hate a lot. We hate this team with a passion. Talk about the Georgia Bulldogs. Man,
Oh,
I hate Georgia so much, man. Like,
so annoying.
yeah, for real. Like
They have the worst fan base in college football.
they have crappy fans.
Oh my god! I don't think I know a lot of Georgia like fans who are my friends, dude. Oh my god, talking to college football with them. Oh my god, it's like talking to a rock. Like
Bro,
nothing works.
they haven't won a national championship since the 80s. So I mean,
I get
like,
they're a consistent team every year. They're always good, but like they always act like they're the best. Like they're not the best team in college football.
I agree, they're not. They haven't been either. Like they're not that great. They're kind of overhyped. So I just don't get them. Whatever. They haven't won a natty since the 80s, so I'm okay with it. As long as they don't win a natty, I'm fine.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
all right, let's go week 1. We got a big game. Georgia playing Clemson in Charlotte, North Carolina.
What a way to start.
So we know that JT Daniels is coming back for Georgia. We know that they're pretty much returning a lot of their offensive pieces. Now their defense, they did lose a lot, but Clemson's returning a lot of defensive pieces as well.
They're returning every starter on defense.
And pretty much their offense is kind of gone. Like Travis Etienne, Trevor Lawrence are gone. But I think what Dabo's done recruiting, I'm pretty sure the guys he plugs in, they're gonna fit right into the offense.
They got DJ Uga Lulu, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. They got him, who's a beast. So I want to ask you, Mo, who you got week 1? Do you have Georgia or Clemson?
Oh man, what a game! I got Clemson though. I got Clemson by a touchdown.
I actually also have Clemson, but I have them by like 1 possession. Whether it's 3 points or 6 points, doesn't matter. It'll be a 1 possession game.
Dude, what the hell is the point in having a neutral zone if it's basically where Clemson is?
Oh yeah, neutral site game. Yeah, it's in Charlotte, but then Clemson's in Death Valley, South Carolina.
Dude, that's so dumb. Anywhere else you could have it.
Look, but Mo, bro, Georgia fans come out. So it could be I remember when Georgia played Notre Dame in South Bend, Indiana.
Yeah.
It became a Georgia game because of all the Georgia fans that were there. So Georgia fans are dedicated. So Georgia can turn this into a home.
But like it's gonna be majority Clemson fans though.
I don't know about that. But I've seen
there's gonna be more Georgia fans.
Look, bro, if Georgia fans from Athens travel all the way to South Bend, Indiana, and take the game over, right?
Dude, what? No, it's right next to South Carolina where Clemson plays.
I know, but still, like, I mean, a lot of Georgia fans will show up, but I think it'll be half and half, like 50% split down the middle.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but I got Clemson week 1. They won by possession. Mo, week 2, we got Georgia playing UAB, my alma mater. Mo, who do you have winning?
I got Georgia.
I also have Georgia. I think JT Daniels should do fine against them. It shouldn't be a close game. Week 3, we got South Carolina and Athens. Last time South Carolina played Georgia and Athens, South Carolina won. Weird game. But
it's not gonna happen this time. I got Georgia.
Yeah, I also got Georgia. I got a new coach. It's a new team. Like, I really don't see, like, when you get a new coach, it's gonna take some time. So we'll see with that. But I got Georgia winning this game with ease. Week 4, they go at Vanderbilt, playing in Nashville.
I got Georgia.
I also got Georgia. Vanderbilt fans don't show up to their games, and they have a new head coach.
Wait, there's Vanderbilt fans?
I guess they exist somewhere.
Man, imagine being a Vandy fan.
Sorry for them. Yeah, I feel bad. Feels bad. But I got Vandy winning too with ease. We're going week 5, Arkansas and Athens. Mo, who do you got?
I got Georgia.
I also have Georgia. I think it won't be that bad. I think Georgia will win by like 2 possessions though, to be honest with you.
All right.
Yeah, I can see that. So 5-0. Week 6, they're playing at Auburn. Now, we discussed this in our Auburn predictions where I did say that Auburn's not going to win this game.
Did I have Auburn winning this?
I think so. You had Auburn at 9-3, and you had them beating Alabama.
No, I had them at 10-2.
No, they got them at 9-3. Wait, did you have them at 10-2?
What did you have them at?
I had them at 8-4.
Oh, yeah, I had them at 9-3.
Yeah, you had them at 9-3. You had them losing to LSU, not Penn State. You had them losing to LSU. I don't know if you had them losing to LSU, Georgia, and somebody else. Or A&M. Did you have them losing? No, you had them beating A&M.
I had them beating A&M.
Oh, I did too. But anyway, I think
I'm pretty sure I had them 10-2.
I think you had them 9-3, bro.
No way.
Yeah, I think you had them 9-3.
How? I had them losing to LSU.
Okay, you had them losing to LSU, and you had them beating A&M. So pretty much, who'd you have them losing to? LSU. I think you had them losing to LSU, Georgia, and somebody else.
No, I had them going 10-2. There's no way.
Okay, so
wait. You had them lose 8-4 against who?
LSU, Georgia, Alabama, and who was the other team I have?
You had them going 9-3.
Oh yeah, I did have them going 9-3. So you had Auburn. You had Auburn beating Georgia.
I think I did. Yeah.
Okay, so you had them losing to because you had Auburn losing to LSU and you had them losing to somebody else. I just forgot who you had them losing to. I have to go back and listen.
I think I had them losing against Georgia.
Yeah, me too. So let's talk about this game in Auburn. If there is full fans and this is a night game, we could have a chance. But I'm still sticking with my prediction that Georgia's going to win this game simply because first off, new head coach. I know the players are familiar. Like we have a lot of familiar faces on the offense and a little bit on the defense. But I don't know. I just don't see us winning this game.
Yeah, man. Like, I mean, it could be a shootout.
Yeah, well, I hope there is actually a shootout. I'd love to see a shootout where our offense is actually scoring points. It'd be nice for once. So, but yeah, I have Auburn losing. But it's gonna be a 1 possession 3-point. They'll lose by a field goal. I hope, because I don't want to see another 37-10 massacre. At least show up and try.
Yeah.
So 6-0 Georgia. Next up we got Kentucky in Athens. Mo, who you got?
I got Georgia.
I also have Georgia winning in Athens. I hope Joey Gatewood does good though. So Joey, show out. We hope you do well, and we hope you win too, because we actually don't like Georgia. If Georgia loses every game on the schedule, we'll all be happy. So next up, they got a bye on the 23rd, and then they go to Jacksonville to play Florida.
I think I have Florida winning this.
You did have Florida winning this? Yeah.
I think.
Okay. I think I'm pretty sure for the Florida schedule, I think I had Georgia winning this game too. I don't think I had Florida winning. Like, I think because, Florida smacked them, but they don't have.
No, I had Georgia winning.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I had Georgia winning.
Okay. Because I think I had Florida going. They're losing. I had them losing to Alabama and to Georgia.
Yeah, same.
So yeah, I have Georgia winning just because they need to get their revenge back. Also, I think that Florida has new offense. They don't have Kyle Trask or Kyle Pitts anymore. So I'm gonna go with Georgia on this one, just because I think with Florida losing those pieces, it's just hard to come back from that. But I think it'll be a good game too.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Georgia playing Missouri in Athens. Mo, who do you got?
I got Georgia.
Wow. Yeah, me too. I got Georgia. I just don't think that Missouri's there. I just don't think that they're on Georgia's level at all. Next up, we got Georgia playing at Tennessee in Knoxville. Who do you got?
I got Georgia.
I also have Georgia. I just don't think Tennessee's there. First-year head coach. They have the McDonald's bags with money.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they are last in the SEC.
Vanderbilt's there, but okay.
Like bottom 3.
Yeah, they'll be bottom 3 or bottom 4. I can see it. Next up, they got Charleston Southern, Athens. We got Georgia.
I didn't even know this team existed, but I got Georgia.
Same. And then on November 27th at Georgia Tech in Atlanta. Well, who you got?
I got Georgia.
So pretty much we have Georgia going 12. Well, yeah, we have Georgia going
11-1.
Yeah, because we got Clemson winning. So that'll be their lone loss. I can see that. Watch Georgia pull off like something dumb where they lose to they could not. I will say this, they could lose to Auburn. They could lose to Florida as well.
Yeah. Like the Auburn one, that's not I'm not fully confident on my pick for Georgia to win.
Yeah, me too. Because it can go either way, but
or Florida.
But with JT Daniels coming back, and yeah, the AD actually did say we plan to have full stadiums.
Yeah.
So they'll be at an advantage in a lot of those games. But yeah, I think Clemson's they have something to prove. They got a lot of good defensive players coming back. That's why I have Clemson winning week 1. But overall, I mean, Georgia can run the table in this and go back to the SEC championship again.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
So I wouldn't be surprised. It'll be between Georgia and Florida again. I'd like to see a team sneak up, but I think with the East, it's kind of Georgia and Florida's to win.
This is so bad.
Yeah. Put Auburn in the East, see how they do. So,
true.
But yeah, so 11-1. I guess that's it for the show, Mo. This was a fun show. We had a lot to talk about. When I was trying to plan the show, I was trying to find news to talk about, and it was kind of difficult, but we managed to pull through, and we actually found some good things to talk about.
Yeah, man. We
So
never run out of news.
I know, I love it. That's me and you. We just talk about football all day, and we love it.
Yeah.
So just want to say again, thank you all for listening to episode 8. Or episode 9. Sorry, we made it on episode 9. It's crazy. We actually on episode 9.
We're about to make it to 10.
Yeah, I know.
Digits.
Can't wait for episode 10. We got a lot of NFL news to break down. We got a lot of interesting headlines. We really hope some trades can actually go down. But just want to say thank you all for listening. We're happy to finally have our podcast on Spotify. We're working on the Apple podcast. I just haven't gotten approved for it yet. I submitted it last week.
We need to add it on SoundCloud as well.
And we can add it on SoundCloud. So we will try to do that. We can add it on SoundCloud. Just the more eyes we have out there, the better. Like the more, we just put it on more platform, just makes us look good. And yeah, but I'm just happy we have it on Spotify too. So we can automatically.
We didn't go to episode 50 without putting it on Spotify.
We're not a meme. Yeah, we did it. And we'll still upload to YouTube. We'll still do it. It's just because more eyes on the product. We just want to put our product out there. So, but yeah, this is great. And Mo, is there anything you want to say before we close off?
No, I got nothing to say.
I got nothing to say. We hope Georgia loses every game.
Yeah.
I don't care about them going 11-1. I hope they go 0-12.
And I hope no teams opt out of the college football game.
Me too. Exactly. And we hope to have full fans too with no pandemic ongoing. So anyways, hope you all stay safe. Get ready for episode 10 on Tuesday about the NFL. For now, I'm Omar.
And I'm Bo.
And we'll see you guys on Tuesday.